What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. My tablet screen is working. As you know, it kind of will work for a little while and then I have to unplug it for a couple days. I don't know what dictates whether it works or not, but it is working today, so I was inspired to do a little bit of sculpting, because I do want to make a Wade figure, but I'm not ready for that yet. So I'm going to do some sculpting on Chaos just to get myself back in the motion of sculpting and warm up before we get back to Metal Overlord. Let's take a look at the screen. I gotta set up my screen to show that side, actually. My day's pretty good so far. How about yours? Let's see, if I go to this, and then I gotta change the screen. Be the actual right screen. Yeah, there it is. There's my Cintiq working. Now I just realized this print just finished, so I gotta go take that off and start a new print. I will be right back. Yes, Susus, I believe. Let me make sure I've got the name right. No, I'm sorry. Tomato is JP. Made this. He brought up that he can make these like the start of a face. It's a program that'll take an image and generate generally the right proportions, and I want to sculpt on top of that and make an actual figure. But that's going to take a lot more ZBrush practice to get up to that point. So I'm doing just a little bit of abstract watery sculpting with Chaos. I think it's Chaos 2 today. Alright, I will be right back as I take this off the printer real quick. You're going to see me right here in the window as I pull this out. So the first shell piece for the back of the head is printed. Let's see how it fits on. Shark Plays, I do see you asking that from time to time, but I just don't understand what you mean. Can I show the example shapes? What is the question about that? Let's see, where is this? I think it's this piece. Oh yeah, that fits on clean. I almost feel like it doesn't need any of those spacers that we made. Look at that. I fill in that gap with some kind of putty. It's kind of, camera's having troubles focusing. Yeah, look how, it's sometimes tough to get the tolerances right in 3D printing for something to fit together nicely. Oh, sure enough, there it is. Yeah, Shark Plays, I understand that it's one of my models from Thingiverse, but what is your question about it? Because in the past you've said that it doesn't do anything when you go to the page, but I go to the page and the file's there, you just download the file. But I don't feel like I'm getting feedback on what the actual problem is when I ask that, so please try to be descriptive about it. Let's see who's here already. Shark Plays, Maxi, Noah Gamer 65, Chappus, Sparklewolf 404, Sonic Fan, DJ Arts, Alex says, you didn't miss anything, we're just getting started. Malamations, and Fandom, if I didn't say Fandom yet. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let's go ahead and get another print started here. Oh my goodness, Bamboo Labs crashed. Bamboo Studio. Can I show it? Because it doesn't show what it is. Oops, my screen disappeared. Can I show it because it doesn't show what it is and I can't find a way to download? Let's see. So this is the file you're talking about. You just do this and then download all files. And what it is, this is actually kind of an advanced thing. I won't really be able to teach you how to, if you're using Blender, I won't be able to teach you how to use Boolean shapes, but the idea is it's an object that has, in fact, I think it'll show the files. Oh yeah, it doesn't show a preview of them, but yeah, so like this is a hand, like a negative hand for Sonic. That'll be a good starting point for putting into the hand of a 3D model. You take that shape out of it. Oh, you can't see my screen. Let's see. Remodeling. There we go. Yeah, so when you go to the page, there's this download all files button. And it'll download a bunch of OBJ files. And there'll be shapes. They'll basically be like the opposite shapes. If you look in here, like you see that little hole in there? That's an example. Is I give you that hole like as a positive shape, and then you have to subtract it from the 3D model. You know, a lot of times you'll be seeing it today, is I'll take a shape and subtract it out of something using Booleans, and that's basically what these files are. So if you look at the names of them, like this one's a good starting point for Sonic, this is a good starting point for his foot, or maybe the leg peg, I can't remember, the neck pivot, things like that. You click that, but I could not figure out where it goes. I'm super sorry, but I can't really help with that. You tried searching it through your files. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be between you and your browser download. I won't be able to help you find that. Sorry. Gonna make a 3D scan of a Chow with the head off so I could scan the neck peg or something? No. And I'll tell you why. This will not show up in my 3D scan at all. What you need to do is take a micrometer. I can tell you the micrometer. It's right over here. If you want to take something like this tool, it's called a micrometer. Mine doesn't have batteries, but it shows. So normally it would show a digital display, but I just used the numbers that are right here. And then you can take it and measure exactly how wide that is. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 5 millimeters, or maybe 4, hold on. Get a better view. That's 5, 4. Yeah, it's just about 4 millimeters. So what you want to do is make a 4 millimeter diameter cylinder and cut that out from what you want to put on the head. Yeah, because my 3D scanner, it will not get an accurate scan of that. All right, so close that. And let's get started on prepping this file for sculpting. As I mentioned, I'm going to start with sculpting a Chaos 2 just for a little while, and hopefully my tablet does not conk out like it usually does. I mean, it will eventually, but we'll just see how long it lasts. So I'm going to put on this glove. What's up, Pro Tyler? Good to see you. And I forgot that I was previously getting another print started just so I can have this printing at all times. I forgot that I've been keeping track. You know, this piece only costs $1, not too bad. It's gonna add up. Let's see, where was I putting that? Uh-oh. Take my jacket off too. All right, let's see. Blueprints. Organized docs. Videos. Sorry, I'm being slow at finding what I'm looking for. Art project. I'm a bit of a brain fart right now. Sonic Metal Overlord. That's what I'm looking for. There you go. Load 6. That is my 6th print. Now we're going to start the 7th print. And let's go ahead and organize stocks, 3D prints. One of these didn't work. It's got some bad vertices in it. I think it's this one. If I try to put this in, oh, that's the same object. Delete. Well, actually, let's just make the other side since we have this in here. Let's undo everything and then we'll mirror this. Disorient this again. Yeah, I think that'll do, so I'll preview that. Take another screenshot of that. Save as number 007, James Bond. And we'll send this off to the printer so it can get started. Alright, cool. Multitasking. Ooh, nice, Alex says. Custom Super Neo? Yeah, I might maybe make a custom Super Neo at some time. Of course, my camera freezes. One of these days, it's going to land my photo on a very unflattering look when the camera freezes. Alright, so we've got that print going now. And we'll bring in Chaos 2. Yeah, so obviously this guy is very low polygon, pieces that barely even fit together. And so, you know, it's got those 2 layers, and when I print this, I'm going to do it in transparent blue resin. I did end up ordering a new printer that will let me do other colors, so I want to do a transparent blue version of this. So what we're going to do is just take the objects that we want, right? And let's learn a lesson from yesterday. Let's just save right away. Like scenes, we'll do Chaos 2. Make him a monkey, Alex. What's up, Pichu Sonic? Yeah, we're just doing some quick chaos sculpting before we get started on Metal Overlord. I'm only selecting the outer shells because he has the whole inside part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make that part hollow in the 3D print, and then make it so I can inject in like gray paint. I think that would be way cool. No worries, Peachy Sonic. Alright, let's see if this will let me do symmetry. I would actually love to, Whimsy. I'd love to design what they might look like. Alright, am I gonna get symmetry from this? No. Bummer. Why is it not symmetrical? Looks like it would be. Alright, I'm just gonna do one side of this then. Yes, I'm definitely gonna do Perfect Chaos at some point. I gotta. Yeah, I love Chaos, just the whole idea of the character and the way that he evolves with individual Chaos Emeralds is just so cool. Yeah, these will be resin. I'm going to print it in transparent blue. Depending on how big this ends up being compared to the 4-inch, it may not fit on that printer. It's going to be a smaller printer that's doing the transparent blue resin. And so it might not be very big. I might need to break it out I can't speak. Into individual pieces, which means like the arm might have to slot in, and that might not look perfectly transparent, but we'll see. That was weird. Edit mesh. Merge to center. Why is it not doing that? Maya is misbehaving. What I'm going to try to do when I sculpt this is give it like a watery texture. I'm not sure what that entails. Maybe I'll put like little ripples or kind of little waves or something. But the big point of this is just to, at this point, get a watertight sculpt. Like I probably could have taken this into ZBrush and done some work to make all these gaps disappear. But I didn't want to futz around with that. I figured I would just make this work on its own. In Maya first. That's right. Sparkle says, if the resin has bubbles, it'll be a feature, not a bug. Exactly. Thank you, fandom. What's my favorite Chaos variant? As far as battles go, I think I like Chaos... No, you know what? Design and battle. I think I like Chaos 4. But maybe as design goes, maybe a mix between Chaos 2 and Chaos 4. I really want to make Chaos... The one that inspired me to make this was actually Chaos 4. But for whatever reason, I just decided to start with 2. Because I think it's more obscure. Oh, wait a second. Wait, which one does Knuckles play against? 2 or 1? I can't remember. Yeah, I think this is 2. This is the more obscure one. Because you only play it the one time. It just turns into a stupid ball. Oh, Amy never fought Chaos. I'm getting 2 different answers in the chat, too. Whether it's Chaos 2 or Chaos 1. Who's the right one? Okay, Chaos 2, yeah. So I kind of like that this one's a little bit more obscure. One of the things I chose this for was I wanted to just sculpt with symmetry today. I didn't want to deal with having 2 different ones. Like 2 different sides to sculpt. Just to simplify things a little bit. Right. Oh, this as well. So I'm only doing one side of these because I'm going to split it down the center. Oh, symmetry was working. I just had it on the wrong axis. Welcome, Lone Guardian. And you're back to be a menace, huh? Wonder what that entails. Did I take it from Dreamcast or GameCube? I think it's from DX. Yeah, Sonic Adventure DX. Guess what? The magnets that I put into Squid last night didn't work at all. They're not even close to strong enough. The weight of the arm, even when, you know, if this is the whole arm, even when supported right here, it's just too heavy on this side. The magnets don't hold it up. I have to screw a bracket in there. Yes, there will be a brain. I'm going to build this in such a way that I can have a tiny little hole that I can inject the color into it. Oh, Tomato JP, right above the message that I just answered, is saying exactly that. Cut a small hole, fill it with paint, and you can fill the hole. Yeah. And with an eyedropper or something, yeah. Oh, but you're saying do it with resin instead of paint. Yeah, that's smart. Not a mold, but that's not a bad idea. I used to do a lot of mold making. I don't like resin molds. I don't like making hard molds that are 3D printed because I want flexibility for more complex shapes, right? And so if I did make this a mold, if this wasn't having those parts inside that I want to fill, then yes, I would be inclined to make a mold of this. But I'd make a silicone mold. There's a company called Smooth On that makes like the go-to products for making molds, and that's how I used to do it. Oh, fill the gap with clear blue resin. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about for the arms, to get the little gems in. Maybe leaving a big hole, and yeah, exactly what you're talking about. Fill it with blue resin. What's up, Shadow the Darkness? Fresh Mama says, Squid demands all the best, yes. We're almost done getting this prepped and ready for ZBrush. Alright, that looks good. Oh, nope, I'm not done yet. Put these together. Oh, I didn't even realize they had a texture. Look at that. Nice. Alright, so now let's cut this in half. using the multi-cut tool, and we'll constrain it to the grid. And hit enter. Delete the side that I don't care about. Ah, look at that, all those other pieces. There's the brain. And yeah, so these pieces I'm going to smooth out and cut them out from the shape so that I can do what we're talking about with filling it with color. I want to look up looking up the Sonic and the Black Knight soundtrack to, because I can't think of any of the actual songs from Sonic and the Black Knight. Is it With Me? Is this what I'm thinking of? Yeah, I'm gonna say With Me to answer. Whose question was that? That was Shadow the Darkness's question. Yeah. What's up, Chaotic Fire? What's the name of the kit from the movie Amy 3D Print? There's no name of it. I won't be releasing that file online. People kept trying to sell my files. Or use my files to like make their own 3D prints to sell to people. So I took everything down because too many people trying to do that, unfortunately. But I will be having a sale. I think I'm moving to the same business model now as Tito and eScrubby, with just custom orders on the Discord. So if you're looking for figures and kits, it'll behoove you to join the Discord, because that's where most of it's moving. Yeah, probably no more Etsy. Yep, fresh bonbon. Chaos skipped leg day for sure. Yeah, right, Panda? Like, why doesn't need a skeleton? What's up, Yarn Yoshi Plays? Good to see ya. Alright, so I'm gonna boolean these together. Then I'm gonna make a pivot right here. Duplicate. -1. Thank you, Yoshi. Alright, so now with that all cleaned up, I am going to make his legs thicker though, so that he stands better as a figure when I make him. Just because I don't want that to be a single point of failure. Thank you, Bro Tyler. How's that look smooth? Looks like it's smooth and okay. Alright, yeah, this is going to be a good base to start with. And ZBrush, let's go. So let's just duplicate it as a backup and save. Well, let me make sure it's merged. Edit mesh, merge. If I could have any Sonic location be a real place, what would you choose? Green Hill Zone seems like a nice place. I'll just go ahead and say that. Everything else that I can think of seems kind of dangerous. Mystic Ruins would be fun to explore. I'd like to drive along Radical Highway, but that also seems dangerous. Alright, yeah, let's export this. File, export selection. Sonic. Exports to ZBrush. Chaos 2. Oh yeah, the Knights Hotel. Bug bites at the Mystic Ruins, yeah. Pin guns is imagine going to the hotel in Emerald Coast. I'm not familiar with that hotel. Let's boot up some ZBrush though. And get my sculpting glove on. This is my fancy glove that only has 2 fingers. Fun fact, if you go to watch my Whisper video, you'll see that I created Whisper's cape out of one of these. Oh, Casino Park would be fun, yeah. Pingun says it's called San Francisco for City Escape. You're right, the glove has returned. We'll see how long my tablet lasts. It's lasted these 30 minutes so far, at least. Yeah, basically, I'm not going to futz with my tablet if it fails. I'm just going to move on to working on Metal Overlord in that case. And this is not ergonomic at all. I haven't sculpted for a while. So I really need to make sure I get my setup nice and healthy. Oh, the one that is near Station Square. Yeah, I'm familiar with that one. We'll hang out in the pool with the... Oops, that's covering... Those polygonal ladies with like 20 polygons. What am I looking for? Maya. Duh. Sonic. Exports. I just feel like I'm hurting my back the way that I'm set up right now. I don't know why. How did I used to do this? The animations, does my stream bore you? Alright, here we go. Here is... Oh, no. Oh, jeez. There we go. That was weird. Everything's being weird today. Animations, you strike me as a very productive person. Oh, it looks like it didn't merge things together properly. Uh-oh. Well, let's just see what a Dynamesh will do to this. I take the blur all the way down, resolution all the way up. Yeah, there we go. But we got a problem. It's mirroring on the wrong axis. So let's just take our transform tool, transpose, and oh no! Huh. There we go. Shift it 90 degrees, and I'm gonna kick my shoes off so I can sit a little higher in this chair. You get a little more comfortable. I'm just not feeling comfortable at this position for some reason. Yes, they are, Pingun. They are practically impossible to do on my current printer because they take so much resin to fill up the big vat that I have. And so the answer is I'm getting a new printer. I'm going to be able to do smaller batches so I can put in the clear resin. Yeah, it's probably going to be 6 to 7 inches tall. That's my guess. Yeah, customize something, Mally. Now, what am I looking for? I feel like I'm just not very sharp today. I keep covering my... Excuse me. I keep covering my camera, too. We're looking for... Modify topology. Delete hidden. Close holes. There we go. And we'll bring symmetry back, and then we'll just get back to our regular brush. I'm going to smooth everything out here. Look, those legs got really thin as we did this. A lot of weirdness there. That's not ideal. You know, she's doing some weird stuff here. Let's re-dynamesh. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Oh, and this got some weird stuff too. Bizarre things are happening, guys. Okay, whatever. Let's get our clay brush tool. We're going to start just giving it a lot more layers. I'm actually going to really think about human topology here, or human anatomy here. Think about putting the deltoids here. Do kind of more of an armpit here. And this is where it already kind of breaks down. It's like, is this a bicep? What is this with this 3-segmented arm? That's where it kind of no longer becomes like a human. But it's always good to like think about, you know, if this is a humanoid shape, even though he's not a human in any sense of the word, it's always good to put in things like this elbow. And then there's a muscle that kind of goes down over here. Little gap there. Forget all the muscle names. I used to know muscle names a lot better than this when I was in school because we had to learn a lot of anatomy for rigging and 3D modeling. I really want to bump this up a little bit. Get some neck muscles going here. Oh, that could be cool, making an actual emerald shrine down there. We're going to see how my next diorama video does. Because I haven't done a diorama video since I've become kind of more this check of getting more views and stuff, so we'll see if that next diorama that I make gets some good views. I would love to do more diorama stuff on the channel. I'll even kind of give him a little bit of like an Adam's apple. Again, he's made out of water, so he doesn't necessarily have these kind of features biologically. But I'm just trying to ground him a little bit in reality. Give him a little chin here. And I'll probably make these pointed parts a completely separate object that comes out. I really like this design language here where it's got these eyebrows that come down into one thing. I'm going to really accentuate that for the print. No, my wife said no to the life-size Bob on Battlefield. She said, that's insane. And I said, yeah, that's why it'll make a great video. And she said, nah. I'm also probably going to replace these eyes with actual spheres, so I'm not going to do too much sculpting directly on them. I'm just going to work on getting nice gaps in here. Flatten this out a little bit. One of the things I like to do is I like to go in with that clay brush tool and then go in with this H polish tool, so it's like I'm putting clay on the surface and then I'm kind of, you know, making it, what's the word, faceted a little bit instead of just smoothing it out, because it can end up kind of looking lumpy. But if I get these nice kind of angled shapes, it makes things look a little bit more intentional, you know? Hey, you know what's a good idea? Saving. You know what would also be fun? Let's make this a different material. Make it... Ooh, that's not good. Make him blue. Is there a watery one? Like a... Not a chrome. Here he is kind of metal. That's kind of cool. It's a good material. It used to show a preview when you would hover... Oh, yeah. It still does. Okay. Droplet actually looks kind of cool with that. How about like a plastic, I'm thinking. Here's like some high reflection. Whoa, that's weird. I don't think that's going to help us. Here's sketch. I'm looking for just like a plastic. Foil plastic. Yeah, there we go. He kind of looks watery, right? Who's better, Sonic or Shadow? I gotta say Shadow. What happened to the Doom Surf? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the Doom Morph and then see how that does. And if that does well, I'll make my own Doom Surf. I already kind of like the shapes that we have there. I'm just going to smooth this out. Not much needed to do there. That's already kind of nice. That's one of the things that's kind of nice about this figure is because he's this watery shape. A lot of the stuff is actually just already done once we smooth the game object. I like how it's got a little bit of that hint of lines still there. So where I've put in some more muscly shapes. It's almost like ripples in the water, right? How cool is that? Yeah, he does look like a silicone mold, huh? I don't think this is perfect, Pichu. I think this is 2. What? Pin gun option C, Big the Cat? I didn't see the context of that. If you're talking about like a movie Big the Cat, that would be pretty cool. I kind of don't like what I did there with the jaw. I'm gonna cut into it a bit. Let him have kind of a watery jowl sort of thing. And again, these parts here, I'm going to put in with the 3D model back in Maya. Yeah, I could put that fandom. What's up, Votable Globe? Yeah, I've been putting Poppy in my videos a lot. As far as wanting cat content, he's been in a lot of my recent videos. How is your cat, Tabitha? Haven't heard from her in a while. I mentioned a Tabitha in one of my recent videos, but not your cat, Tabitha. I like kind of how this has like a hint of these shapes, as if there's like multiple levels here. So I'm gonna lean into what I think I'm seeing there. Just give him a little bit of a protrusion back here. And then what I want to do is make it fade off more here. And we get this nice kind of flatter, softer area. Then we'll go in with the polish tool and kind of get this a little bit sharp. Oops. Get these a little sharp here. We have kind of a specific fall off of the shape. I think that's pretty cool. Let's massage that a little bit more. And that makes me want to do another layer here. See how it looks like there's already a little bit of shape like that? We can almost give them kind of our own design here a little bit. We put our own spin on things based on what we see in the form. I think would be cool. And make it unique. And I would like to connect those as if it's like water flowing along here. Look at that. That's fun. Happy little back marks on the God of Destruction. Go back in with the kind of that angle sharpening thing and just get in there and yeah, I think that's just kind of a cool look here, right? How is Squid coming along? What I did yesterday totally failed. You know, I was putting in magnets so that it could join the arm to the head. And the arm is so heavy, even when this part is supported, the part that's connected to the head falls down. Like the magnet's not strong enough. So at Home Depot or Lowe's today, I went and got some brackets. Among other things, I got the tubing for Metal Overlord. Got a bunch of stuff. Oh, sorry to hear Tabitha's not feeling well. Oh, she's 15, wow. Yeah, fandom, Poppy Metal Overlord armor is needed. She will love that. How heavy is the arm on its own? I forget what I estimated yesterday. I'm bad with estimating weights. I'd say it's at least 5 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds. Probably closer to 5. Which doesn't sound that heavy in the grand scheme of things, but when constructing something that only has like this much of a connection point to the head, engineering difficulty. Yeah, so I like that little shape we added there. I think that's pretty cool. I would like to make the connection between the body and the arms here stronger. So there's a muscle that goes like this into the pecs, like so. I think we can kind of give them a little bit of muscle here. I want to be careful not to make that too big. And you have a muscle that connects there. And again, just trying to, even though he's not a human creature, putting familiar shapes and feeling into things is what I'm trying to do here. And I would like to add like a little bit of a rib cage here. Again, he doesn't have bones, but get kind of that feeling in there. Yeah, lifting them water weights. I am really going to lean into the fact that his legs are going to look a lot weaker in comparison. Yeah, see this connection here? I think that's really important in grounding this character in reality. You can start to see this is starting to like just really look like an armpit area from doing that. And then I'd like to just take that and just simplify these shapes. It's looking a little lumpy. So get in there and just flatten things a little bit. Away a little bit. Now I think his rib cage is a little bit too prominent too, so I'm going to cut that down a little. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool. And cut out a little bit here for his sternum area. I think I went too much with that, so I want to fill these gaps more. Once we have that, we can actually go in and really cut out some of that so that we get some more definition in between these different layers. Try to soften this area a little bit. I won't spend this much time on his chest, but I think that's good enough. Yeah, I look at these big arms and this is part of the design, is he's meant to have these big arms with like kind of a small connection to the body. So I don't want to disrupt that design element. Sorry, I'm fixing my headphones right now. I don't want to disrupt that design element, but I also want to... I just don't feel like there's enough connection here. There's something about the silhouette that I'm not liking, and I think it's because I think we either need to do one of two things. We need to really thicken it all, or lean into the fact that they're very segmented. And I think leaning into it will give us more of what the intended design language is with this guy. Is like, he's got this good silhouette of showing, like, you know, here's this real big section coming through. So I'm going to try just bringing this out even more. But I don't like that because, you know, there's not really a muscle that goes quite that direction. It makes me want to cut in more. I think there should be more like this. Really accentuate those delts. And get kind of a tricep shape in here as well. Then when we look at it from all these different angles, we really want to pay attention to what's happening with the silhouette. Kind of want this come in a little like that, come in here, Really just trying to get the silhouette the way we want it without just looking like blobs. Even though he is made of water. True, yeah, I can be unrealistic, but yeah, I want to ground it in some kind of reality. Like, I feel like this has now been... I'm actually kind of liking it. I'm not sure yet what I don't like about it. I feel like these are sticking out too much, but I feel like he needs that for his silhouette. If I pull these in... This is kind of nice, actually. Like, again... Now I'm leaning more into him having this unrealistic, very thin part, but I think that's part of the design. I think that fits in with the idea of the design, is that he's very thin at certain points, you know? I think I like this. Let's stop noodling it for now. Move on to other parts of the body. Get these forearms. I already kind of like what's happening at this point. Let's just get some cut-ins here and make it a more interesting shape. Like maybe there's bits that are flowing more into these claw pieces. Yeah, the rendering on this looks pretty cool. So here I'll do a little bit of a cut out so we can accentuate these shapes coming together out of it, of these claws. Give him more of a hand, like a palm to grip things in here. I feel like there's kind of like a bone shape right here, so I'm going to add almost like a little elbow-like piece to it. No, I actually don't like that. Doesn't really realistically look like anything would pivot there. Let me ditch that idea. Yeah, I love Pikmin. Yes, I will make a Tikal to go with Chaos. That would be a perfect, maybe a combined video of the two. I've already made Tikal's shoe. Hammer these down a little bit, kind of like I was doing in those other areas to get some somewhat flat shapes in here. Ever make a 2-scale Pikmin diorama? See, as they're barely 1 inch tall. That'd be really cute, actually. Make a diorama of Pikmin at that scale. When I was in Japan, I had the opportunity to buy some little Pikmin toys. I think that were the right size to scale. I didn't end up buying them. I'm sure they're in America too, or on Amazon, things like that. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is cool. You know what I feel like? I feel like it could use just a little bit of some kind of cut here. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Just like a little bit of a definition of that shape. Maybe do the same thing here. You know what this song kind of sounds like? I don't know what game this is from Sonic. Kind of makes me think of Yellow Card. Specifically their Lights and Sounds album. A lot of the songs on that album kind of have a same feel to what I'm hearing here. It's a little bit harder rock, but something about the tune reminds me of it. Oh, I really like what I'm doing here. Look at this. I'm using the cutting in tool to really define these segments between the arms. Look at that. It's this chorus that has a tune, like one of the songs that I can't put my finger on, one of the songs from Yellow Card that I can't quite remember. Yeah, I like what we've got here. Do I want to see maybe I want some of those cuts in between the fingers here? Let's explore that. That's kind of cool. It's almost like there are these big nails growing out of it. I think I like that. I think that can look a little bit unique as far as what's happening as claws are going. Yeah, I like that. Would ever make a chaos puddle or something go with Froggy? Yeah, I could totally do that. Yeah, maybe a little bit of spine shape would be cool. Excuse me. Good call. Maybe a little bit of a spike here that also has some of that design language coming out this way. You can kind of continue that shape. Yeah, that's looking cool. Spine, just like less and less each time. Yeah, good call, fandom. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm going to tone it down just a little. But yeah, that's a good... It's got a good feel to it there. Yeah, I never realized that, fandom. No, Egg Viper? Wait, I always forget which one's Egg Viper and which one's Egg Dragoon. What's the one at the end of Sonic Adventure and Sonic's story? That was one of the first ones that I got this FDM printer for, was to make a big figure of that. Thank you, Ping Gun. It is Egg Viper, okay. Yeah, Egg Dragoon is the one with like all the very cylindrical design language, like almost like a Buzz. What's the Pokemon from Sun and Moon? It's an Ultra Beast, Buzzswole. Egg Dragoon always makes me think of Buzzswole. Alright, let's thicken up these legs. So I like the fact that we have kind of a little bit of these hips kind of come out. I'm going to try to preserve that. Go ahead and hide the arm here, just so we can see better. So I'm going to try to keep this definition between the hip and the body really nicely. Give him a little bit of that knee like we did for the elbow. Here. I forgot how much I love sculpting. I wish my tablet would work consistently. Oh, really? That's interesting. I think what I want to do here is just kind of have these shapes that kind of lead into that while having a gap here. There'll be some nice roundness to them here, with a little bit of a cut in here, and then round it out. We accentuate these toes as being rounded and bigger. Oh, shoot. I'm getting some back face masking problems, so let's go here. And back face mask on. That way, we're not pulling in from the wrong side on thin parts that we work on. Make sure I keep this silhouette here. Oh, you know what? Look, this is starting to look so cool. It's almost like a wave. It's like the waves of his feet are coming up, right? I love that. This looks like a straight up wave. Do I have many shiny Pokemon? Yeah, I got a good number of shiny Pokemon. Of legitimate ones. My favorite one is in Sword and Shield. My friends and I were really getting into the meta of battling and breeding Pokemon, and I was breeding Dragapult, and right near the end of the process, it wasn't perfect yet, you know, they'll get more and more perfect. I got like a 95% where I wanted it to be, and then it was a shiny. I was like, oh my god, I'm done. This is my shiny that I bred almost to perfection. I'm done trying to breed more to get a perfect one for what I wanted, and then I just used my shiny for that. That's one of my favorite shinies, is that Dragapult. So what I'm doing here is I'm really building up the back of the leg, because we do want it to be thin. That's what, you know, the character looks like. But I do need it to be sturdy, right? So I've got to try to make that concession of maybe, you know, taking the back and making it stronger in order to do that. Oh, nice, Fandom. Ooh, score bunny on your 65th egg. That's cool. Back up. Let's see. Peachy says, I'm just confused because you just paint the top of Cyclone. When you figure out the problem with the legs, you paint them? No, actually. I mean, that's a lot of work to go back and try to paint something to look the same after. So I always do my painting all together at once, because if I mix a certain blue, I mean, if it's just a spray paint, sure. But yeah, I always do my stuff in sessions, if not in the same night, the same session near each other. So I still have it fresh in my mind what I do when I do with the colors. And so I find that pretty difficult to do if I like just do part of it and then the other, which is actually exactly what I'm doing on Metal Overlord, because this is gonna be like a 6-month project, you know. But I want to make individual videos of me making the head, and so that means I do need a specific mixture of paint, spray paint. It'll be the automotive paint that you'll see me work with in the Cyclone video. It won't be the same color, but it'll be the same store. And in that video, I'll be showing you how I went to the store and they gave me like a whole wall of different colored samples, and then they can mix all those different colors. What happened? It was a weird thing. Kind of pinch in this silhouette a little bit nicer. Again, just really trying to tighten up these connections behind it so that we still get the original look that's supposed to look very spindly. But even so, I do want to... I'm going to use the inflate tool. I'll show you what this does. That's not what I'm looking to do. Oh, what was that? Mesh balloon? What? That is a weird tool. I don't know what that was about. I think I accidentally hit control click on something. What the heck? I don't want mesh balloon, I just want mask 10? Yeah, that was bizarre. I don't know what that was about. How will I make the joints? He's gonna basically be a statue. Yeah, there's no way I can make him look nice and clear while actually doing joints. I'll probably have to print him in multiple pieces though, so if I do, maybe I'll explore making a joint that just kind of fits in as a cylinder, so like you maybe have the arms like this, and maybe it just has just that amount of friction that you can still pose him, but his arms will come out. So if I have to do that anyway, you know, making it a single piece, I might work to do that. We'll see. Well, how would you do the joints? I don't see a way that we can do joints with this guy and make it look nice, because you're gonna see through and be able to see like the geometry of that. I think it'll look pretty ugly if so, but I am open to ideas. I wish so back when I had my smaller printer, I did try ball joints with transparent resin. It's just they wear down way too easily. You get like, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20 rotations out of the ball joint in resin, and it just wears down. I specifically did it with transparent resin when I was making you know, the drones from Halo. I made one of those in clear resin, clear green. And yeah, the ball joints, I worked for months on it, just couldn't get it. You can get mixtures of opaque resin that are meant to be flexible and have more consistency, not consistency, more strength, so that they don't rub off like that. But yeah, I don't know of any way to do that for transparent. Alright, so let's smooth this out. Get all these areas kind of smoothed. Alright, so what I want to do is I still want to thicken up the legs a little bit. Oops. How do I just show everything? By doing this? Yeah, there we go. See, like, that's just, these are way too small. So what I'm going to do now is mask these legs. Under there. And I'm going to increase the mask real big and just try to get like a light amount on the feet. See how it's just barely brightening the feet? Or darkening the feet, I should say. So I want to get a nice fall off gradient there. And then I'm going to click it a few times. That should smooth the mask. Okay. Let me just use the masking tools. Blur mask, blur mask, blur mask. And now what I'm going to try to do is use deformation. I think inflate is what I want. Yeah, look at that. We get a nice inflate of these, so we still have like all that detail that we made. But mostly gets us in the right spot for where we were going with this. And I think that's good proportions for, you know, the design of it. It needing to have really thin legs, but then I don't like this kneecap that I added there. I'm going to try to just take a little bit of that away. I liked it for the elbows, but not so much for the knees. He still skipped leg day, I'd say. And because I'm afraid of how well this will hold up, I'm still gonna increase the amount of connection here. So this way I'm kind of breaking that silhouette, you know, it's that nice cut shape here, but I'm strengthening it in the back where it doesn't matter as much. See, now we still have those nice cuts, but we've got a little more strength going all the way back here and under. So just a consideration I want to make for the toy. I'm probably going to be repositioning this thing too, because right now he's going to be front heavy. He's going to rotate like that when I try to make him stand. But the other option is these arms I could pull down a little bit and he could kind of be on all four like a gorilla in that way. Sparkle Wolf, I'm going to give him little butt cheeks because you said it. This is for... I know you were joking, but... Oh no! What? What am I doing? That's... No, I'm not doing that. And I think I want to get a little bit of the... There's a little bit of flattened edges on it, slightly. Just a little hints of it to help make it feel similar to the other parts of it. Max is caked up on a Saturday. Oh god, he gotta be... Hagen says that thickness. I'm just now flattening things ever so slightly, just to kind of make it look more like the sculpt that I did for the arms. Gosh, I am really liking this, guys. Let's do a few more of those cut-ins that I liked. Here, I'll do it one more time for you guys. I'll do a better one, because that was looking kind of janky. We'll use a different tool, because that was looking... This will do a smoother... Oh no! Oh god, okay, here we go, we're doing it. It's too easy to... Too easy to make a shape that's not right. Oh, this is getting a little too graphic, guys. Why am I doing this? And then, you know what we'll do? We'll use that same inflate tool. This is stupid. Blur mask, blur mask, blur mask. And grow mask, grow mask, grow mask. It's not growing the mask enough. Blur mask, blur mask, blur mask. Okay, now we'll inflate again. Oh god! Oh no! There you go. That's messed up. Hopefully my undo cue is long enough to get this back to normal. There we go, back to normal. Was the other one better? I thought it looked so janky. Alright, so next I'm going to go to these eyes, and I'm going to just get rid of them, because we're going to put in spheres later. Like this. I'm also gonna smooth these guys up. Oh yeah, I forgot that I was going to be cutting into the legs of it. I kind of go in and just give it those little creases that I really liked. Yeah. I think I want to hammer this part down a little bit so it's not so prominent in the silhouette. Get that out a little. I just gotta make a Chaos 2 a variant for that, yeah. Yes, Votable Globe. If you keep searching for shinies, I'm gonna bless you right now. Your game is blessed. In the next 24 hours, you're gonna get a shiny. Report back which one it is when you do. Funny, YBZ's trying to make emojis that go like this, like, oh, can we get it? But on my screen, it's formatted in such a way that they're both looking opposite ways because it put the second one on the next line. Alright, just gonna smooth up a few more things. Yeah, I am really liking this, guys. Next thing I'm going to do is pop back open Maya. And get my mouse out. And we're going to get a nice sphere. No, let's just... no, let's be smart and just do this all in ZBrush. So I'm going to, first of all, save again. And we'll import a sphere and append that. Subtool. And where's my sphere? And we'll go ahead and take it and transpose it. No. Transpose the sphere. Now, so instead of trying to, sculpt that eye, you just have a nice circle shape for that. Try to get it in just the right way. How's that look? Look at the original in Maya. I feel like it could be a little bigger. Yeah, I think I like that. Now I can actually go back into here and sculpt around it just a little bit more. Some tiny little details. Give him like a little bit of this around the eye, a little bit of under eye. He's a little sleepy. He hasn't been using his like under eye serum beauty cream. A little bit of it's his eye. I just said give him a little bit like it's his eye. Very helpful conversation. Yeah, that's looking cool. Can I don't know if I can change... See, yeah, it's only changing the color for everything. But redo. I messed up the color for everything by doing that. Whoops. Razatar's first thing they saw when joining the stream was a chaos. Chaos cake. Alright, I always forget how to bake the color into something. Any ZBrush users here who can tell me? I think it's texture? No. Material. Now, let me just do a quick Google search for that real quick. Because I'd love to render this out with the correct eye color. Let's see. ZBrush, apply different material color to each sub tool. Select the desired subtool, choose material and color. Oh, I see. Okay, so we select this tool, and then we'll say color, fill object, and then we can select this and change the color to like the greenish yellow that it needs to be. And say color, fill object. Okay, cool. Now, does that eye look too big now? I think it's a little bit too big. What do you guys think? I like the way that Chaos is spelled, the way you've spelled it, Lone Guardian. A-E-O, all in a row. Chaos. Somebody did screenshot that, right? I did that just so you guys could screenshot it. Oh, you don't think that the eye's too big now? Okay, I'll leave it this size then. Alright, so I'm going to duplicate this. And let's see how hard it is to put it to the other side. There's a mirror option, actually. There we go, perfect. Penguin says my most treasured screenshot. Right, so now I'm going to need to, I didn't feel that I could sculpt the shape on its own very well, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the eye. In fact, I'm just going to duplicate one of these eyes and create it using that geometry. Let's duplicate again. And now we'll transpose this out. So this is going to be kind of a merged in shape that comes out of here to represent that little bit that comes down now. Use The move tool. In fact, just to make things less confusing, I'll color this same blue. Color. Little object. Not quite the right color, but it doesn't matter at this moment. I think I'm going to try the snake hook tool. I don't often have good luck with this. Let's see how it does. Oh no! Oh, that's interesting. It's still showing my screen. So my tablet just shut off. You know how I say it only works for a little while? But that's very interesting that it's still detecting it as a display. Is there anything I can do about this? Give me 1 second. My screen might get messed up while I'm doing this. Let me... Oh, look at that! I can still control the screen with my mouse here. Are the pecs maybe too much? Maybe I can soften them a bit. Yeah, so this is interesting. The monitor still works. It's whatever is displaying on the tablet that's the problem. So I actually have 2 separate power cables. Let me see if another power cable works. It's a shame we were so close to done and I was going to get to Metal Overlord. Let me just finish it up. I think I can finish this up with the mouse right here instead of using my tablet. Okay, yeah, let's take a little bit out of the pecs, I think. I think a lot of... And I think I agree with you guys. It might be a little bit too much. Oh man, it's really small on my screen now because I'm looking through Streamlabs to do this. Let's just save while I'm thinking about it. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, wait. What is it doing? Control save. There we go. So I'll still leave a little bit of a hint of it, but I'll just smooth that out. He doesn't have such prominent pecs, at least. Yeah, they're still there, but yeah, I don't. With using only my mouse now, I'm not going to be able to get the granular detail that I need for ZBrush to do that part. But I can do this part with just the mouse and finish this off, and then we'll get to Metal Overlord. I may bring back the butt cheeks for if anybody requests to buy one. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to finish this with just the mouse. What a shame. I mean, it's... No, you know, all I need to do is make this more pointy. And then I'm done. I can do this. It's just really hard. I guess I don't need the glove anymore because I'm not using the tablet. You guys see what I'm saying? It's like, I'll have my tablet working and then suddenly it'll just conk out on me. It's a bummer. Let's see. B. What is it? The snake hook? S. N. E. S. H. Yeah, that's it. Then we'll get real small again, and then we'll just make this pointier now. What's his angle supposed to look like? Let's see, if I bring up Maya. Oh no. Yeah. It's supposed to be a little smaller than that, and the angle is fine, but it does need to be even sharper than that. I think the whole thing could get scaled down a little too, for that matter. It's so small on my screen the way I'm doing this. Nobody's pointed out. I haven't really actively looked for that. But nobody recently has pointed out that they're doing it, so I can't say whether or not they are or not. I just said whether or not they are or not. Gosh, this is so hard to see. It's so small. And then how does he look from the front? Like, what is the angle of these? They are just straight down. I felt like it looked a little weird straight down in ZBrush like this, but let's just get it a little sharper, and then I'm going to call it. And then when I get my tablet working again, I can always fix things up. But I just want to finish this part on the stream, and then we'll get to Metal Overlord. And then in the body itself, I'm going to push up this section into it just so we don't have that kind of connector there. I want it more separated. Yeah, I like that. Pull this in just a little. Oops, I got the wrong piece. Yeah, I'm liking that. So let's duplicate this now. And then we can mirror it. Oh, did it not duplicate? Yeah, there's two of these. Mirror, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to merge those into one model. Save again first. Pichu, it is still just the regular Chaos Sonic, yeah. I've not started on that. Like this body. Oh, it's hidden, that's why. The body's selected again. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit more. I want to take out some more of that definition. Just between these. Alright, and now... Oh, what am I doing? Why am I bothering to do this? I might as well just bring it up on my normal screen. Let's see, so I'll change this to show my other screen. Not being smart. And now with ZBrush open, bring it here. That's way better. Super Trip is being painted as we speak. I'm probably finishing her up tomorrow. Alright, so I'm gonna... Now, what do I want to do? How do I do this? I want to merge it down. Merge down. Okay. And then merge down. And then I'm going to save it as a backup. Yeah, for that one I'll just, because I was basically making it at your request, I'll just sell it to you through DMs. Remember, it is a rough kit. This is there's gonna be print lines like that. It's kind of a hard kit to work with, so I'm gonna sell it with that disclaimer. Call this one merge. Penguin says, can't wait for the part of Sonic Movie 5 where Perfect Chaos destroys the whole Earth with his cheeks. Nice. Alright, so let's fill it with the same color again. So it's just all uniform. I think that's a better color for him too. I just selected an arbitrary blue. Are these still separate objects? They are. So now what I need to do is Dynamesh again, and hopefully we don't lose too much detail. We lost a little bit of detail, but it's okay. I'm just going to smooth this into the head. See, now you can see how I took two separate objects, and instead of like trying to sculpt and get the shapes right, this gave me some nice shapes right off the bat because I merged two separate objects together. Gosh, this is so hard with the mouse. I think that's pretty cool. Now I want the head to be up a little bit because I want to do a render. Oh, but I don't have my I would want Photoshop for my tablet. You know what? That's going to be for another day. This is what we'll have for now. I'll screenshot this. You can do a render too, make it look kind of nice. Ooh, I forgot that I didn't have perspective on it. It looks even cooler with perspective. Let's see. PPR. Ooh, the shadows are too much. Put it to like less. What? That's just as much power to the shadows. Global shadow strength. Take that down. Kinda don't like it with the shadows at all. I will blur the shadows. Try that. Okay, that looks kind of nice. I'll take a screenshot of that. Wow, kind of perfect timing for the tablet to fail. Then we'll just get right back to Metal Overlord. Oh yeah, I bet, Highwell. Alright, well here it is. Looking forward to getting that printer in the mail so that I can do... So the next one I'm going to do is Chaos 4, I think. I think it'd be really fun to do the fish-looking one. And there's more work to do on this. I got to do some sculpting of, like... I got to do those subtracting of shapes from it. I'm going to pose this guy, too, instead of... I think I'm going to have his head up more so that you can see his face a little bit more. Maybe we can do something where it's like, if it's going to be a statue, maybe one hand is down and the other's about to hit or something. Yes, I think we are doing the lower part of the head for Metal Overlord. I got tubing, because you know how he has tubes for his neck, but I actually want it to articulate the jaw. I bought fuel line hosing of the right diameter. I measured it out. And so It should be a good bendable option for that. I'd love to see how you mod your Chaos 0 for that, Pingun. Alright, let's go ahead and save this again, and let's get started on Metal Overlord. Kick, yes, Colt. I'm not sure. I might or might not. I'll keep you updated, fandom. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to do with this. I think there was like a watery noise effect. Let's see. No, I thought there was like a noise. Something like a noise. Gravity. Whoa. Spherize. Whoa. Okay. What else we got? Contrast. Ooh, contrast is interesting. It just adds more, it like multiplies all the detail. Kind of like that. I don't know. No, it's not. It's not smooth enough. It's not watery enough. Smooth it though. Not doing much. Twist. What is this? Holy cow. Skew, boring. Bend, boring. Just size. Yeah, I thought there was like a noise filter, but I guess not. Whoa! That's pretty crazy. Okay, I'm done playing with that. That's interesting though. Yeah, I think on Etsy I'm gonna change the message to being from, you know, I wrote New Year's on there, to be like, go to Discord, here's the Discord link. Okay, yeah, we'll save this. Just in case I accidentally made a mistake, like I didn't reset those, I'm just gonna save it as merge 2 to back it up. And I'm gonna post this to the Discord real quick. Oh, yep, you guys screenshotted it. Oh god, no, no! I'm glad that was not on stream. I clicked the spoiler that Sparkle Wolf had in Discord, and oh my goodness, I'm so glad I just happened to put it to my main camera. I think... Oh, you said spoiler due to nude guy, but nothing shown, but yeah, Sparkle Wolf, do you mind removing that? just for the youngins. Let's see, what was I doing? Gosh, I'm just so glad I didn't show that on stream. Let's see, I'm gonna put it in Sonic, and then you know what I forgot about is that I have that work in progress section that nobody can comment on, it's just showing my work in progress. I haven't been posting that because I totally forgot I made that. So I'll put it there as well. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a short break, just grab some string cheese, get some more water, and then I will be right back to work on Metal Overlord. Let's pull it up so that everybody can see it. Yeah, I know you put a warning. But I think, yeah, it's just a but I think I gotta enforce the rules. Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't put it on the stream. Alright, so I'm just gonna change this to be... Oh no, I'm just gonna leave my camera on, and then I'll be back in like 5 minutes. See you guys soon. I don't hear my printer going, so I think the next piece is done. Let's see. It is! Let's get that off the printer real quick. All right. Have a good night, Pingun. Thanks for being here. All right, so here's the tubing that I got. It's a fuel line, fuel hose. And the idea is that this will be in the neck like this, and it should hopefully bend. It's a little bit tight. I couldn't find anything looser. So this may take some experimenting. Maybe having to find a tube, because it's got kind of a thin inner diameter. So it's thick tubing. And I may need something thinner, or I may need to drill this out. I don't have a long enough drill that would go that far in, though, to do that. We'll see. But yeah, the idea is that we're going to 3D print parts that'll hook into this. And then that'll hook in under the chin. Like that. See if that works? The first thing we're going to do is actually do some test prints to get a good shape for this. Thank you, Pichu. Ooh, awesome. You're going to make a custom... I saw the drawing of your Malamation's chow. Sorry, I try to make it a rule never to eat on stream. But I didn't want to spend too much time off the stream. Phantom says, please look. Please look at what? Did I miss a message? Don't know. Oh, cute! Yeah, while I'm eating string cheese, let's take a look at the Discord. Let me get the screen up. Look at that, very cute. You know, you might want to try doing getting a little bit of wood filler or something to fill those gaps and then sand it down. I mean, I'm sure you're going to sand this down, but yeah, I think some wood filler would do well to get into those gaps there for you. Cool. And here's the drawing of Mali Chow. Very cute. Blue, did you send me some? Let's see. Oh, you just sent me that glow-in-the-dark paint. Cool. Yeah, I have this, but pink. That's what I use for Reaper Metal Sonic. Oh yeah, good advice, Sparkle Wolf. Oh, there's something in the work in progress channel you say I should look at? The Sonic channel. Ooh, Highball Plays working on Movie Blaze. Nice. Trying to get the individual cards for hair. It's such a hard thing to do. One of the tougher parts of 3D modeling that I can think of. Getting fur to look good with cards. Oh, that's what you meant by the work in progress page, the custom toys page. Ooh. GeoCool made this Neo Metal. Nice. I like the... Looks like you used multiple capes in there to get that. That's a pretty cool look. I dig it. And using those, I don't know what those pieces are called, those angled pieces for the fingers is really effective. Way cool. Oh, and the little horns on the end too. That's way cool. Good work. Well, so until I'm done eating the string cheese, I'm just gonna scroll through this channel. People talking about what bodies I could use for my Adam Pally. What is his name in the show? Come on, Wade. And then Tomato is JP made this. Apparently the face editor that they're using lets you put it on different bodies. Got these depowered Chaos Emeralds that Fandom made. Sick. Very slick. You can see the GameCube. Very nice paint job on the GameCube. GameCube? Dreamcast? What am I talking about? Tomato did a cool job of applying the normal maps of this into the geometry for this object. Susses with always very detailed prints. With this much detail, I'm finding that they break off in my printer. I started trying to print one of your guys. I don't think my printer can do it, it's just too detailed. It's not a slicing problem. Did you mention that there could be some slicing problems with it? It's sliced fine, it's just my printer just doesn't do as well with those tiny, tiny details. These are the cute tails with the cape. Looks like some shiny paint. Oh, that's how it comes, huh? There's that one that comes with like the glitter paint version. Very cool. Alright. Well, let's get to Metal Overlord. I'm not sure what you're asking me to look at in my Steak Work in Progress channel, because I'm the only one who can post there. Oh, that's what... Yeah, nobody can post here, but that's what you're talking about. Chaos. Chaos. I don't know what pronunciation I like better, Chaos or Chaos. Click it too. Alright. Well, let's get working on Metal Overlord. Daisy Garcia is asking what happened. What did not happen? Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to need more specificity in that question. We made Chaos 2, and somebody requested adding a little bit of thickness to the backside thickness a little bit, and that led to some not disturbing. It led to some shapes that we won't be able to unsee, is what I'll say. All right. Let's bring up Maya. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and save this. An open scene. Metal Overlord. So this is going to take some time to open. It was fun. I'm glad I got to, have those couple hours of sculpting before my tablet failed. I wonder why it just works. Maybe something is overheating in there and then it stops working until you have to cycle the power and stuff. I don't know. Chaos wasn't there for thick chaos. What a shame. I like this kind of pattern that I've been doing the last couple days of the stream, where I'll have, the thumbnail has one character and then Metal Overlord, and just so I can kind of still have a variety of what I'm doing, and then still work on the long project that is Metal Overlord. Yeah, this file takes forever because, I have kind of an inefficient way of working in that I kind of duplicate files and move them up. Not duplicate files, duplicate objects. The more I do that, the file gets bigger. But for a figure as big as this, I'm definitely gonna need to work cleaner. Yeah, I remember that. It brought in a lot of people, but so is me working on Metal Overlord, so we'll see. We'll see if I do it again. If views drop, I'll do it again. Put that meme up of Goofy. Is it Goofy? Yeah, it's like a weird drawing of Goofy saying, I'll do it again. No. We're getting good viewers. I appreciate that. Very positive time having all y'all here. Unlike movie Amy that skyrocketed. I know. I hope Metal Overlord does well. I'm gonna make Metal Sonic movie to go with it. And I'm hoping that does as well as Amy, but we'll see. There's not as much work to do to convert this guy. Make a little chest piece. Maybe give him a different hand, different feet, of course. And then he's got the blaster arm as well. And then the head. I just don't feel like the head is that much different from the existing one, so it might not take that much work. And I gotta cut down these ball things to have the squarish shoulders. No votable glove. We're only like halfway through. Oh yeah, Cosmic Lego Guy. If you look in the description, you'll find the Discord link. Yeah, I thought about making a Hue, but somebody already did. So I didn't want to... I tend to not want to do things if somebody's already done it. Wow, yeah, this is taking its time. Holy cow. This is a pretty cool figure. The head is just too loose. I don't know if that's all the figures or just mine. I'm not sure. Not sure how the head comes off, too. We'll have to figure that out. I'm still trying to get this shadow head off. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with it. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to boil it for sure. The other one just came off with a little bit of effort. Come on, load. I should have let this load when I was taking my little break. Is that for Unrobed Movie Amy? No, I'm gonna take the existing Movie Amy, and Bailey's gonna actually make a dress for her. It'll be kind of like a collab. And I'm gonna make updates like having the better, like the more rounded gold bracelets. And I'm gonna do a better job on the shoes and stuff. I appreciate that, fandom. Yeah, sorry. That video just didn't... The general one did pretty poorly. So, it's a lot of work if I don't think that it'll get traction. And the other thing is I'm not particularly interested in the character, sorry. So it's like, if I'm not interested in the character, it's got to be good for a video, you know? Like Metal Overlord. You guys have heard me say, I don't like Metal Overlord's design that much. I like parts of the design. I like the parts that look like shark features and have really slick design, and I like the pipe and the tubing and stuff. But when it comes to the areas that are very spherical, I feel like it's a totally different design language that I don't feel works together. Alright, so I gotta grab this Lowe's bag because I got the bolt that I want to use for this, so I now need to measure it. I got some glue and other materials that I'll need for this. I got some hooks so I can put my squid up in the ceiling. Yeah, so here is the hinge for the jaw here. Bio-lizard should be as big as a couch at 4-inch scale. I think that's what I calculated. So I've got this nice thick bolt here with 2 washers. What this is going to do is just going to bolt through it. As I look at this now, it kind of doesn't look long enough, but I measured. It's going to fit in the head like that, right? And so that should hold the jaw together nicely with a lot of good friction. That's my goal. I need to build out this shape in Maya in order to do that. So, where did my micrometer go? My micrometer. The diameter of this is 12 millimeters, and then the outer part is 18.5. So what did I say, 12? 12 and 18.5. Let's create polygon primitive cylinder. We're going to make the radius 6. And we know that it's going to be something like 70 millimeters long. $75 millimeters long. And we'll duplicate this and put it right here. We're going to scale this down to, because this is going to be the... Sorry, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to duplicate this one. Scale it down, and we'll change this one to... let's say it's going to be 8 sides. And the width of that, not side to side, but cornered or angle to angle, is going to be 21. So 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. The height of that looks like 10, 9, 8.5. And we gotta reset the scale to do that. Oh man, over 100 megabytes for your movie Blaze Substance Painter file? That's nuts. I just cleared out a bunch of old Substance Painter files because I don't use it day to day. But yeah, a lot of the work that I was doing for a freelance project a while back, that was nuts. Alright, so I'm going to also duplicate this shape again, because this is going to represent the nut that goes on it, probably about that deep. Now we're going to group these. What this represents is the bolt that's going to go in there. While I'm thinking about it, we're going to clean this scene up so it doesn't take so long to save. So we're just going to delete that. Delete all that. We don't really need those anymore. Those files are done. Really, yeah, Substance just kind of takes up a lot. Alright, so let's bring this bolt that we just built down here, where I'm working on the jaw. A little bit last night after the stream, I continued working, and I started combining everything that was needed to make this piece. Because this has so many teeth coming up, it's going to be printed kind of at this orientation, so that we don't have to have a lot of supports for the teeth. Yeah, totally high. Well, you can't get rid of them. And so this is the bolt that we're going to use. I didn't design this last night because I didn't know exactly what bolts I was going to find there. I only knew about the length that I wanted. Oops. That's interesting. That's not how it usually... not how Maya usually works. To individually do this now. Do you think you're asking if Bailey will join this stream or the next stream? Like, just show up on the camera? Maybe. You guys want that? Maybe she will. If y'all start chanting Baileysaurus in the chat, who knows? Oh, she might be actually cleaning off prints right now. Can't see. Yeah, I've been printing a ton of Lancelot kits. And I still got work to do to make Amy's neck right, so I can start printing Amy heads and hammers. And then Valiant Tails as well. I'm painting Valiant Tails tomorrow. And because of dinner timing last weekend, my parents didn't join me for painting. But it's sounding like we're going to try to do it again tomorrow. We might have breakfast, so we might have a midday stream where I actually stream painting, and she'll be part of that. Alright, so we've got our bolt in there, and that's looking good. I'd like to just move this out of the way for a second. What is this object? Do I still need it? I don't think I really need this object, so I'm just going to delete it. Baileysaurus, if you're listening to the stream right now, there's a lot of people calling on you. A lot of people saying, what up? Alright, so this object is going to be combined with this one. There is a nostalgia factor to Sonic Adventure for sure. Same with Super Mario 64. Well, Super Mario 64 still holds up pretty well. Yeah, sometimes I'll kind of think, I really want to play Sonic Adventure, and then I play it, I'm like, oh, this isn't, you know, it's an older game, what you gonna do? It's still fun, of course, but sometimes just doesn't hold up to the smoothness of modern games. Alright, so see I've duplicated part of that bolt, because I'm going to make a slightly bigger size. And honestly, I think I need to undo a little bit, because I don't feel like that shape that I made is going to be structurally sound enough. This cylinder that I put in here, I think it needs to be thicker. Just to have a much tighter way to connect it, you know? For most models, I won't be releasing them at Will Plays. Some of them I still will. Like this one, I'm not going to be selling this guy, so I'll probably sell the individual parts. Or sell. I'm probably going to give away the files. We'll see. Because one thing that I think could be cool and sellable is like head-mounted versions of him. That'd be really cool, actually. This might take more than 2 months, actually, Pichu. I estimated 6 months when I originally started. Yeah, mask version, that'd be cool. Alright, yeah, so now I've made this cylinder a lot thicker, so that'll be nice. Separate. Modify. Center pivot. And then scale it up. Oh, 2 months to assemble? Yeah, like, there's gonna be a lot of work gluing it together, filling in the gaps, sanding it down. There's a lot of physical work that'll go into this for sure. Welcome back, Pro Tyler. You check this out. Not bad. Although, I forgot that I want to put washers in here. These washers, kind of wide at, let's see, about 35 millimeters. Well, here's the thing. I can't do that with these files, fandom. Like a 7-inch version. You know, I'm making these shells so thin so that they're light enough, you know. Like, these files are never going to work for a small version. It would basically be an entirely new project to do that. Because it would just be too thin to print at this scale. Oh, sorry, I missed your message, Sonic Mushi. Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, it's technically still bigger than the Death Egg set. So you weren't wrong in what you were imagining. I know what you meant, though. You meant ballpark of just being a little bigger, right? What did I say? 35, so the radius will be 15, 16, 17.5. So this is how big the washer will be. So I'm going to want to make a cutout of that. But the washer will be on this side. Maybe I don't need a washer. That's going to be kind of in the way. But the point is that I'm using this for friction, so I do want this washer. It's just it's going to be kind of big. I think I have to, though. So I'm going to cheat this up a little bit. I'm going to take these, because that washer is going to cut too much into it. So instead, I'm going to take this whole section and just cheat it up a little, like so. Does that affect the piece that I booleaned? It does. Dang it. What am I going to do here? Oh, this will do it. So I just want more thickness here. This will be fine. It doesn't look good, but nobody's going to see that. That's on the inside. Yeah, that way we just have some more thickness so that we can fit in this shape. And this should let the washer sit in here nicely. And then the washer, you know, because when you put something together, it's going to be tightening the jaw with friction, basically. But it's going to be friction of this against the 3D print, right? But instead, we'll put a washer so it spreads out all that weight across the 3D print more. And that's why I'm cutting out this shape right now. Because it needs to fit in there. There's just so many things to think about with this. It's crazy. Now we can subtract those out. Oh no! My face cam froze. It was doing good for a while. We went 2.5 hours without the camera failing. Isn't that a shame that so much of my technology that I've used today is like, oh, it works until it stops working, like the tablet and the camera. Yeah, true. If I ever wanted to get rid of it, I could totally auction it off. The shipping price would be crazy. Well, thank you. Thank you for all the compliments, fandom. I'm sorry, I realized I didn't look at the chat much. You guys are telling me about my screen freezing. I would not be surprised if it was more than 100 for shipping. I think I'd have to crate it up because it would all be built around a steel structure. I am locked in, yeah. This also gives me room if I wanted to put another washer, like a small washer in there. That'll be nice. Yeah, I like that. Crazy, you wouldn't think that these are the shapes that would be coming out of this 3D print. You know, there's just so many different considerations for actually making this work. It's hard to visualize like what the actual pieces will look like. And then I gotta think about how this whole thing connects to the rest of the head, right? So these lines right here represent the steel bars. How much is it gonna cost plastic-wise? I estimate a few $100s. Hi, Ezra. Yeah, let's make my screen bigger so Ezra can see me waving. Ezra! Good job waving. I heard you can wave now. I hope you're waving back at me. I hope you enjoy my wave and my friendly face. And I hope you have a good day, okay? He waved back at me! Yay! Thank you, Ezra. Yeah, the plastic alone, and then I gotta buy a welder. And when I got the heater installed, they wouldn't let me install a separate 220 for 220 volt to go out, because in the US it's 110 basic for most stuff, and then you have a 220. I actually recently learned, because you know one of the problems with this whole heater debacle is how much I had to learn about heaters and how electricity works and stuff to make sure I didn't get ripped off. And so I have a pretty good, I feel like I have a moderately good handle on how household electricity works in the US and breaker boxes and how the electricity is distributed and stuff. That's one of the things that's so time consuming about this stuff. As you're trying not to get scammed by, like a certain company that was trying to charge me double what the other one was going to. Anyway, I asked them if, since they were doing electrical, if they could install a 220 volt outside, which is what's needed for most welders. Some welders can run on 110, but I just hear they're not as good. And so yeah, I gotta get an electrician to do that. That's gonna be at least a couple $100. But it seems simple when I learned about it. It seems simple. It's dangerous, but simple-ish. I think you just need a licensed person who's really good at that, and that's where the cost comes from. Make sure it's done safe. Yes, Votable Globe got a shiny Machop. I blessed you earlier. For those who didn't see, I blessed Votable Globe. I said within the next 24 hours, I was being a little safe, a shiny would pop up, and sure enough, Votable Globe is a shiny Machop. And what's great about shiny Machop is it turns into Machamp, who's green. I don't know if the whole line is green or not, but at least I remember Machamp being green, and he basically looks like the Hulk with 4 arms. I love it. Very happy for you. Did I say Machoke? I meant Machamp, yeah. Oh, the whole line is green. Okay, yeah, cool. Am I a Pokemon god? Maybe. What is my favorite Pokemon? Missing No. I was obsessed with Missing No as a kid. As a 10-year-old, just having this vague idea that there could be computer glitches in a Game Boy. And that there was this glitch that would do these weird things like duplicating items. I used to catch Missing No, which messed up other things in the game. But I just loved Missing No so much that I risked it. I'm gonna guess that it's Pichu. Pichu Sonic. Oh, I've not heard of that one, the Singing Forever glitch. Steak, are the rumors true that you are Arceus or Arceus, or what's the other pronunciation? There's been 3 pronunciations of Arceus in canon canon Pokemon. Arceus, Arceus, and Arceus, maybe? I imagine there's one that's more official than the others. Maybe the company has come out and said what's the official one, but I don't know that. Alright, so let's create some structure. First of all, I gotta make sure that this fits on a on the 10-inch platform, so let's triangulate this. Oh, the official is Arceus. Gotcha. Beauty Prince, Metal Overlord. Alright, so this is going to be mouth upper. Another shiny votable? I did guess that. I'm guessing another shiny. You're saying I would never guess, but that's my guess. Back to back. Really? Literally one right after the other? A Graveler, nice. And Golem is kind of gold, right? As a shiny. Wow, that's awesome. Good work. The blessing continues. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to check if this fits on the platform. No, this one piece should fit on the platform. I'm just trying to see how much more space we'll have. Oh my gosh, Explorer crashed for some reason. Oh yeah, it easily fits. So I can definitely add more structure to the back here so that we can attach it to the steel frame. Basically, we'll do the same thing as how I built the top of this, where we have kind of this channel here for the bar to go inside of. Oops, I knocked a box down by doing that. Oh well. That's going to be knocked down for a little while. You're asking if there's a Baconosaurus. There's a... What could it be? Like, what's a long... A bacon... I'm not being clever right now, I don't know. Alright, so let's look at the steel... turn on the steel structure as reference. And then we will create a cube. I can't believe I'm talking about steel structure in reference to a Jack-specific toy. What have we come to, guys? And some of this is going to need to be cut off too. I'm just going to duplicate this cube and I'll just scale it up. I'm just going to give it an angle to kind of match the steel structure that's going to be there, and then we'll just cut it out so it doesn't intersect. A BLT dinosaur. There's actually a place called Epicosaurus, and they have a burger called the Epicosaurus, which is impossible to eat within 30 minutes. And if you do, I mean, it's not impossible, people have done it. But if you do, you get a t-shirt and you get the meal free or something. So we'll extrude it this way, and then see how it's kind of just gonna kind of hug the edges of the bar. Can I make it munch on string cheese as a joke? Yes, I can. Absolutely. I just don't feel like that is going to be enough, though. I'm not talking about the string cheese. And also I realized that this... I just don't feel like this is going to be enough to hold everything up. This is going to need to be flattened, though, so it can butt up against it. I think what I need to do is add a similar structure. Watch this. I'll select this piece, and that's it. Well, if this is bolted in here, and then this can be glued to the structure there. You know what? I need another panel here so I can screw into it. Oh no, guys. I didn't think about this. This bar can't go that far down. It's gonna have to go like this. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll have another piece kind of going like this. This will go at an angle down the neck. I'll try to make these as right angled as I can so I don't have to measure and cut a bunch of crazy angles. Yeah, 150 degrees. That's better than some crazy point number or something. Like this one probably has, yeah, it's like -53. So less bad cuts. Oh, where's the one that I just made? Oh, there's too many objects, guys. There we go. No, the mouth is going to move. Yeah, that's what we're building the mechanisms right now for. This is the bolt. So what I have selected... Kind of. Like, what I have selected right now represents this piece. Yeah, good call. Let's save. What I have selected represents this piece. And it's going to hinge at the bottom there. And then all those pipes are kind of in the way, right? Well, I got this fuel line tubing. And I'm going to try to make it so that it bends down with it. So we'll see if that works. It's going to take some experimenting. Yeah, exactly. It'll move like Vector's mouth. Oh, really? Interesting, Votable Globe. Yeah, I have it, but I don't really play it. I didn't really have an amazing time with it. I stopped playing. Nah, he's not gonna be an animatronic. He'll just be posable, though. I'm gonna put lights in him, though, and probably do voice. I think I'll have to, yeah, because I don't know if friction will be enough to keep the jaw posable. So, yeah, it may need a spring to make it come back up, but we'll see. Hey, what's up, SM Madness Gaming? I'm glad you're happy. Oh, that's interesting to find only Vector. Your message became invisible for you? What do you mean by that? Forget what this shape... I had a reason for making this shape, but I forget what it was. Alright, so now we have this kind of zigzag shape for the structure that we're building here. I'll take a look at that in general in a little bit. Okay, so... what? Yeah, I made this for a very specific reason, this shape right here. What was it? Oh, it's to cut out of this. So let's add this to original head, and so we can hide it. So the next thing I need to worry about is if this will interfere with this. Oh no, it won't interfere. Perfect. Yeah, because I want to make sure that it can extend at least this far. And look at that, that's not going to be a problem. We'll just leave a cutout there for that jaw piece. Thank you, SM Madness. Yeah, I think Black Doom's one of my favorite ones I've made. I want to do a stop motion of the Radical Highway, like the I Just Love Radical Highway meme video. I want to do that in stop motion with a shadow figure and the Black Doom. I think some stop motion could do well on this channel. I think it would be of interest to people. Alright, cool. So I feel good about that not intersecting. Oh yeah, I said that I was going to build out more structure for that. So let's hide this one more time. Yeah, I want to have just a... Oh, this is pretty simple. Yeah, I'll just take this same shape and take these pieces in. Yeah, okay, so now this will be nice and elegant. Let's add an edge loop right here. And now this whole piece is going to just kind of hug that steel. And that'll be a nice solid base to hook into it. I love it. This is going to look like a weird piece. Like the final piece is this. And you know what? That needs some reinforcement. So let's do this. Yeah, this is going to be a weird looking piece, but it'll all be one piece of plastic that really snugly fits into it. Well, what I was thinking about the Doom Eye is, hear me out. Animate the Doom Eye doing, you know, because it needs to have that overlapping motion of the tentacles, right? Animate the Doom Eye doing that and 3D print each shape, like each frame. Not 24 frames per second, like probably, let's say 6 frames per second of a cycle just going like this. And then stop motion film that just on a green screen, and then I can put it in wherever I want. So it's technically stop motion, but it's 6 different models, one for every frame doing that loop. I think that would be really interesting to show people and explain to people. Kind of like this, like if you've ever seen a 3D zoetrope, that's exactly what they do. Like the one that used to be at Disney's California Adventure. It would spin really fast, and it would have, I don't know, I think it had like 30 something, maybe 36 frames to the animation, and then they would flash lighting so that you would only see it at each frame, but in the same spot. So it would be a 3D model that was actually animating. Yeah, I kind of want to reach out to whoever made the meme and ask if I could use the audio, because I'd hate for it to get copyright striked or something. But they probably get inundated with requests to use it for things, so I'm like, we'll see. Yeah, this is going to be a really weird shape. It'll print fine, but... Oh, why don't I just connect these? That'll make it even sturdier. Yeah. Also, that's really bad right there. Bring that in. That's okay. You're not really missing anything, just building out more structure of this. Nothing quite as mind-blowing as Chaos. Favorite level in SA2? Radical Highway, probably. I just love Radical Highway. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. What is the exact wording? Is it just Radical Highway is so cool? I just think Radical Highway is so cool. I always say I just love it, but I don't think that's even the right quote. Am I Black Doom in disguise? You got me. You got me. Okay. I think we finished this one piece. Yeah, we'll see. You guys really responded highly to it. Oh, awesome. What did you name the Machop? The steak? Thank you for naming him after me. Oh, I didn't realize Stegosaurus would fit in a Pokemon name. I imagine it would have gotten cut off at like Stegosaurus. Kind of like Feraligatr didn't fit. So it's just Feraligatr. Cannon Core. I can't picture that level. Alright, so did I decide that the jaw wasn't going to interfere? Because that looks like it'll interfere. Yeah, I think I need to cut out a cylinder from this. Just to give it more space to articulate the jaw. Oh, I forgot that I was going to be printing that test piece while doing this so that I could know what to build for the bottom jaw. Shoot. Well, let's do that right after this. There we go. So this should now have enough space to do its thing. It'll go that far before being too closed. I think that's good. Yeah, this is a weird, odd shape, but we're going with it. I hate to do this kind of abruptly, but I'm actually pretty hungry. I think I might see if Baileysaurus wants to go to an early dinner. I might be ending the stream, because I am starving at the moment. Yeah, I think this was some good progress made. I've got plenty of pieces to print. Oh yeah, or I could eat more string cheese. Should you name a wobbly dog after me? Sure. This is such a weird piece. Mesh, booleans, union. I do need to eat, and I should eat. What do you mean by a wobbly dog? Maybe I will get steak. A little cannibalistic. Steakosaurus eating steak. Oh, it's a game. I thought you maybe found an actual wobbly dog. If I do take a picture? Okay. Alright, cool. I think I'm just going to get this piece started printing right now. Oh, but you know what I want to do? I want to print this in a gray or a silver. I don't think I have those colors. Because I don't want to do it in blue, because there's going to be a lot of blue needed for this. I'll be right back. Let me look at what colors I have. See if that's worth doing. For some reason I have a ton of pink filament. Which I don't want to use pink on this because I think the jaw area is going to be a place that's prone to scratching, like if the teeth hit each other. So I have some charcoal. I'm going to print this in black and charcoal. The black is probably going to run out. And then the charcoal is kind of more of a gray. Do I want mint and kiwi? Sure. Amalgamation says, steak, if you get some steak out, bring your steak model I made and take a picture of them together, please. I'm actually painting that tomorrow. So I'll take a picture after I paint it. Oh, you say your head is going to be pink? Yeah, I'm not going to use the pink for it because if it scratches, I want it to be like a darker silver. I don't have any like silver or gray, but black/charcoal will do. So let's export selection. Let's mouth upper. Yeah, I'll see. I'll find a way that I can distribute models to people I trust, I think. We'll see. No guarantees. I don't want to... what's the word? I don't want to agree to anything and promise anything quite yet. Oh yeah, this will print nicely with all those teeth sticking up. It looks kind of small here, doesn't it? But I guess, honestly, it is kind of small in the grand scheme of things. This mouth is going to fit in here. That's what we built is like this big. You think of it as being a lot bigger because the whole thing is going to be big, but yeah, the mouth just isn't that big. All right. Layer height 2. Support. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what tree looks like. This mouth, the top of the mouth alone is going to cost $2.50. That's crazy. These numbers are going to add up. Ah, this was on my screenshot. I forgot, or I didn't forget that I did it, but it was a nice thing that popped up. I'm really happy with the Chaos 2. Yep, $2.50. $2.50 just for this piece. Alright, let's get that printed. And yeah, we will do it in black. Send. Malmation says Ezra is starting to think the stream is ending, so he's waving at you again. Hi, Ezra. Yeah, speaking of, yeah, I think this is a good time. I'm hungry. I had just a very light lunch, so I think it'll be nice to just have like an early dinner. Maybe I'll convince Bailey to go to the game playing bar. I'll take her to her favorite place for dinner. That's right next to it. That's how I get her to go. I'm wearing a hat of that place. How much I love the place. Alright, let's get just to my big face. And let's read out the names of everybody who's here. At least since 2/23, we have Malamations, Pichu Sonic, Fandom Lover, Sparkle404, Pro Tyler Adventures, Daisy Garcia, Lone Guardian, Chaos Element, Mess of a Desk, Highwell Plays, Go Play Outside. I'm not telling Highwell Plays to go play outside, that's the name. Cosmic Lego Guy, Votable Globe. Ezra is watching. Hi, Ezra. Maxi. Sonic Mushi. Let's see, looking for new names, scrolling through. As always, thank you so much for the active chat. It makes it really fun. SM Madness Gaming. I know YBZ was here earlier. Whimsy. And if I missed anybody, my bad. I'm just kind of scrolling through. But yeah, the list of names, because for the first video of doing this, it's probably just going to be the head. And this head is going to be multiple streams. So the list of names is going to be huge. I'm not going to duplicate names. I just get one of each name, and in the like 5 or 6 streams that I'll be doing for it. Oh, Choppas, of course, yep. And you're welcome, Whimsy. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, so that's going to be a huge list of names just for the first video of Metal Overlord. It would be awesome. Alright, well, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I may be streaming tomorrow. If I do stream tomorrow, probably around midday sometime, midday PST, but no guarantees. It'll be painting and just streaming with my phone. It'll be at my parents' place. So, no guarantees, but maybe you'll see me then, and I'll see you then. Have a good rest of your day.